Before you go buying your action figures and collectibles at your convention this season, you're gonna want to watch this video so you don't get duped. Whether it's fixing your figures or talking about effect parts, it's all about quality of life with Steven's Toy Tips. Hello there, collectors, it's me, Steven, and today on this video, what the whole point of it is I'm here to help you with a little hot button issue, and that is spending a little too much money in the dealer's room at your favorite convention this summer season. Or if maybe you already made a purchase you kinda regret, how you can prepare yourself for the future. Now, it's basically going to be a couple of easy money saving tips which you should be doing regardless of whether or not you're going to be spending money at a convention. So take this video to heart and realize there are ways that you can save money just by resisting temptation. First and foremost, let's go over some things you can do before you even step foot inside of the venue of wherever it is you're going to be. Whether it's going to be in San Diego, Chicago, maybe even Sandusky, Ohio, who knows? Let's look at some of the things you can do before you even get in the door. First and foremost, what you can do is you can set a spending limit. So no more than $200 the whole weekend, or maybe no more than $500, maybe only $150 each day. If you set up an exact amount you can only spend each day or for the whole trip, then that will help you staying within your budgeting range. So this way, even if you do accidentally make a poor decision, which you find out later, it won't be so bad because you're staying within your budget and you won't be able to screw yourself over. The next one is going to be a lot of mental preparation, and that is going to be going into the overall dealer's room experience with select items in mind. For an example, don't just go grabbing a vinyl Ultraman toy just because it looks cool. Did you plan it out ahead of time? If not, don't buy it. Unless it's rare, it's been on the back of your mind, and all these other excuses, whatever it may be, come up with a shopping list. If it's not on your list, don't make that purchase. The last tip, and this is going to be the most important one, is do your shopping ahead of time to see where the price range on that particular item may be. Is the low side $50? Is the high side $500? This way, when you walk into the dealer's room at whatever convention you may be at, you'll be able to see who's looking to sell things at a fair or reasonable price, and who's looking to just basically take advantage of folks because, well, hey, who knows? Who cares? There's suckers born every minute, and a fool and his money are soon parted. Okay, so you have your tools. You have a limit, you have a grocery list, and you've done your research on your prices, okay? So that will help you get into the dealer's room, at least leaving with a nice chunk of change. This way you can spend the rest of your time at the convention or wherever else you're going to be at. Now, let's dial it back even more and talk about the whole point of this video as to why you may need to be protected at these conventions in these dealer's rooms. Okay, there are going to be a lot of folks who are looking to not only make bank, but also prey on the fact that you don't know what you're looking to buy and that you're at a convention and you're going to want to spend money hand over fist like you're an ATM, just so this way they can get more money out of you. Now, don't get me wrong, I do have my own eBay store. I do sell stuff from time to time that may or may not be at an inflated value due to current market. That's one thing. However, I have single-handedly seen things go at certain conventions for an astronomically huge markup than what they are currently available online for, or what they are frequently listed at in sales. For an example, we have one Shin Godzilla figure which was available at a particular convention last summer. That's the Chikyo. It is the Chikyo Bujigun. I can't spell it. There's gonna be you're gonna see the listing in the next picture here. That was for $1,000. Now, there are a couple of different versions of this Shin Godzilla. There's the normal one, there's the Awakening version with the split jaw, and then there's a whole family set from the first form to the fourth form. This individual wanted $1,000 for whatever this one was. Now, if you take a look on Hobby Search, they currently have 2 different versions of it available for about $300. They had all 4 of them together for around $400. But this particular item typically bargain bins for around $170 during a sale. And it was about that much during last convention season. So be careful when you're working the dealer's room. There were also some other mind-numbingly high prices for stuff there as well. For an example, there are G-Store color exclusive SH Monster Arch Shin Godzilla figures. The 4th form was something around $300, and the 2nd and 3rd form $400. Now, admittedly, that was relatively close after release, but you can get them for significantly cheaper if you looked around online. Like Mandarake. Yep, you can get them for cheaper. About $200-300 cheaper. So for my Godzilla fans out there, I went ahead and I picked some hot items for you that we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at on screen here that I think you might be interested in looking out for at a G-Fest this weekend here. Now, before you go spending money there, again, let's follow the 3 tips. What were they? Pause the video, drop them in the comments down below so this way I know exactly what you were talking about, and let's take them to heart. So we're going to set limits, we're going to make a list, and we're going to do our research. So what do we have? Well, first and foremost, there's been a lot of hype about the Eva King Ghidorah, the Evangelion King Ghidorah. Folks saying this is going to go for 100 and 150 this weekend coming up. I have been keeping an eye on Mandarake. If you are able to hit that website when it goes up, because chances are someone's buying it to flip, you can get it for about $75 shipped. Yes, 6,000 JPY to USD. It's only about 2,000 yen to ship. EMS. Yep, it's pretty cheap. If you want to get this figure, just be persistent. Don't buy it in person. Next up, people are going to want to really get the new King of the Monsters figures. Well, first and foremost, did you check Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, Entertainment Earth, anywhere else before you went to decide to buy them at a convention? No? Okay. Well, King Ghidorah has an MSRP of about $180. So people are going to import them if you find them before they are officially released in the United States for a significantly jacked up price. And then if you're going to be finding any of the vinyl figures, they're going to be at a higher price too. Why? Well, they need to cover the cost for shipping, so they're going to pass it along to you. Plus, they need to make a stupid high profit on them. So you're going to be paying a lot of money. Make sure you check ahead of time and buy them where they're more so appropriate. When I was at one convention last year, I saw someone buy the Bandai Japan Shin Godzilla Morphological Change set, which was basically the 2nd form, the 3rd form, and the 4th form frozen in one box set. They paid like $150. Currently on Mandarake, what is the going rate for that? It is 5,000 yen before shipping and handling. So it's going to be about 7,000 yen, 7,500 in total. Yeah. He got duped. Keep in mind that a lot of folks are going to say the newest and hottest X Plus figures have already sold out. However, if you're looking to get your hands on that super duper amazing frozen Shin Godzilla D for real, Mandarake currently has one available for 12,000 yen before shipping and handling. Yep, a little less than $120 right now. So get on it. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. Steven, I'm really looking for this rare figure. There's no other way that I can get it except unless I do this thing that requires me to travel a great distance and spend an absurd amount of money to some sweaty guy in a hot room that's called the dealer's room. Okay, listen. If you're making excuses to justify your purchase where you're going to another state, let me back it up for you, okay? You're not actually doing yourself any favor. You are instead giving your money to someone who is jacking up their price because they had to sell something in a convention, which they're charging them to set up a table in the dealer's room, on top of them having to cover themselves for the shipping costs, on top of covering the convention fees for themselves, and then they have to make a profit. So that $70 Spitfire Monster Arts Godzilla 2014, that now becomes a nearly $100 figure. And it's not worth that much. If you're going to be seeing SH Monster Arts figures that are currently in the general market, in a lot of quantity, okay, so they're not hard to come by. If they're going to be charging $50 to $100 more than MSRP, yeah, you really need to put the brakes on that. Don't give in to the temptation of just spending money just because you're there, or because you're at a convention and you have to walk away with something that doesn't work. Just like air quotes really aren't a thing anymore, and I need to stop doing them, okay? Just because you're there doesn't mean you have to walk away with anything. I've walked away from conventions spending only $20 in the dealer's room, and it was for my brother-in-law's Goku wallet. That's about it. So the moral of the story here, folks, is use the resources that you have that are available, specifically this, when you go to your favorite convention this convention season, and actually look to see if you can get the best deal. Some dealers and sellers are willing to come down in price and meet you at a reasonable level. Admittedly, they do have to make money. I mean, after all, I'm not against that. No one should be against that. That's how the world works. People need to make money. But at the same time, you have resources available to you, including eBay, you have Mandarake, you have Yahoo Japan auctions, which you can get stuff off of if you use DJapan, Zen Market, Bai, Tenso, whatever it may be. You can also use major retailer sites like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, eNight Media, Amazon. There are endless options, and trust me, there's a good chance that the dealer or the retailer or whatever power it may be at the favorite convention you're going to, they are using those same resources to buy the product from there, mark it up, and sell it back to you, when you could have just gone there in the first place to their original source, which is not hidden, they're not wholesalers, and bought it yourself. It's what you could have done. So be smart, set a limit for yourself, make a grocery list before you set foot in the convention, and then make sure you do some research so this way you can see exactly the value for everything you're looking to buy, and if they can't meet you there, go ahead and walk. Again, you've spent maybe a year waiting for this convention, and you haven't bought the thing that you wanted to buy, so you can wait a few extra days. Trust me. Alright, well that about sums it up. I hope you found the video helpful. It's a little bit of a rant mixed in with some tips and some knowledge about what might be coming up specifically in the Godzilla realm for this summer. So if you have any other tips, tricks of the trade, or anything else you want to say, go ahead and drop them in the comments down below. I always love hearing what you have to say. I love seeing a different perspective on things. So again, save your money, save yourself some frustration, and have yourself a wonderful and safe summertime, okay? All right, so once again, thanks to all of the patrons who've been helping out on STR, because you help make the channel be what it can be. My cat just broke off a light bulb from my studio light, so I had to get some new ones, and that's what it goes towards. Then, of course, we always do have the end card here, so this way you can check out another video that I have put up for you while you wait for the next video to upload. So thank everyone again so much, and I'll catch ya in the next video.